There is an old proverb that says, "Be not the first to try the new, nor yet the last to cast the old aside." And I think it applies very, very well to the use of technology in teaching. Anyone who's been in the game for more than a decade will have seen various technologies come and go with quite frightening speed. Now, in some cases, people have become deeply disillusioned with technology because of this. And I'm referring to people who put a lot of time and effort into developing particular teaching applications for technology, hardware applications, software applications, or whatever, that are no longer with us. For example, when I started my teaching career at university, it was about the same time as Moses played fullback for Jerusalem, and the big rage was HyperCard. And there were all manner of little papers and advertisements and all the rest of it about these academics using HyperCard in their teaching and how it was achieving so many different valuable teaching objectives. Well, those people who are doing that are pretty cranky now. And one of the reasons they're pretty cranky is they can't use their bloody HyperCard anymore, because the technology has moved on, it's gone beyond that, it's not readily adaptable, and indeed some of them are going to quite extraordinary hardware lengths, actually using virtual machines and the like to be able to load old operating systems on modern computers so that they can continue to run educational exercises that they developed under old technology. So at one point there is the trap in technology. Yes, you may develop new things and they may be quite exciting and they may solve particular problems for you, but they're likely going to have a limited life. And a limited life because the technology keeps moving with great speed. So how do you decide when you're going to put the development time in and what you'll develop and when you need to kiss it goodbye? In terms of should you develop it, I think the straight out answer to that would be if there is a clear teaching need and the time you put into the development will be repaid in a minimum of 2 ways. And one of those 2 ways can be a publication. A second can be a saving of time for you in terms of the way in which you work your teaching. A third might be increased student engagement and better success at mastering material. People could no doubt think of others, but you need to be able to identify, to my mind, at least 2 winners to want to develop. And clearly also you need to be able to have the support necessary if there's going to be funding or a need to purchase some fancy new equipment. So I would certainly bear those things in mind. Then in terms of when is it time to kiss it goodbye, realistically the hardware moves on and there comes a point where the software becomes obsolete and will not run on the latest versions of the hardware. You either then need to reinvest development to bring it into line with the new possibilities, or to recognise that it's gone. And a bit like a broken relationship, it can be rather sad to part ways, but if you find yourself going to great lengths to cobble together solutions to allow you to keep using some archival software or archival piece of technology, it's not really worth it anymore. Find someone new.